Hello you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are gonna be making whipped body butter, you guys. We're gonna use cocoa butter and shea butter. So if your skin is really dry like mine, especially during the winter time, you're gonna need this. We're gonna be using this shea butter that I got from the sidewalk last year winter. A lady on the street was selling it for $5. We're gonna use this. This is what I had left. And then we're gonna be using these ones that I got when I went to Africa. I brought back a bag of shea butter and a bag of cocoa butter. So I put them in this little Ziploc bag for me to use now. So yeah, if you are ready, then let's get started, you guys. So first things first, you're gonna need a tin bowl where you're gonna melt the butter in. If you don't have a tin bowl, you can use a glass bowl as well. I'm gonna put this over the heat on the stove. So yeah, you want to use something that is not gonna melt. So either a tin bowl or a glass bowl will work fine. Okay guys, so I got a pot. I put a little bit of water in here, and I'm gonna put my bowl over the pot like this. And then I'm gonna put my stove on. Okay guys, so here are the butters. This is the cocoa butter. This one is harder and will take longer to boil compared to the shea butters, because these ones are more softer. So I'm gonna put this one to boil first. I keep saying boil, not boil. I'm gonna put this one to melt first before I put the shea butter. So I'm just gonna drop it right in here, and then I'll come back and put the shea butter after. All right, you guys, so now my cocoa butter is melting. Now it's turned into oil form. So now I'm gonna add in my shea butter pieces and let them all melt together. All right, you guys, so now my butter has melted. It's okay if little chunks is in there still. I'm gonna turn off my stove and let the oil cool down. So now we are moving on to the fun part. So now that we have our butters melted, it is time to add oils. You can add whatever oil you want. I'm adding oil personally for my skin. So the oils that I'm gonna be using is, I'm gonna be adding some grapeseed oil, some jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, and I'm gonna be also adding some Marula Oil. So because I have really bad dry skin, I feel like these are the oils that are best for my skin. You can use basically whatever oil you want. Like I said, I prefer these oils, and these are the oils that I'm gonna be using. If you want to know the benefits of these oils, I'll be sure to leave the explanation down in the description box so you guys can know why I chose these oils. So yeah, if you want to know, look in the description box for more information. Just so you guys know, I'm about to add the oils, but I do not have any exact measurements of how much oil you should add to what butter. I just use any amount of butter, to be honest. I'm just making it for me to use personally. It's not like I'm selling it or anything. So I eyeball everything. I use my 2 eyes and eyeball everything. I make this every winter, so I got used to it. If you feel like your whipped body butter is way too thick, you just add oil. If you feel like it's too thin, then you add more butter. There you go. But once I have everything down packed, measurements and all that wise, I'll be sure to let you guys know. All right, you guys, so now that everything is all mixed in, all the oils and butters all combined, we're gonna put it in the freezer so it can solidify, and then after we're gonna get our hand mixer and start mixing. I'm gonna leave it in the freezer. I already put it in. I'm gonna leave it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. I don't have that much butter working with, so it's not gonna take that long to solidify. If I was using like a bigger batch, then it would probably take longer in the freezer. So you just want like the outside to be hard, but the bottom will still be liquid a little bit, and that should be fine. So I'm gonna show you guys in about 10 to 15. Alright, you guys, so you guys can add fragrance oil if you want, so it can have a scent. I like to add mine after I mix it so that the scent can be stronger. Today I'm going to be using jasmine essential oil. I like the smell of jasmine oil. It smells very fresh and clean. I didn't want it a fruity scent, so I chose jasmine oil. I love the smell of it. It smells really good. I'm just going to add like 1 teaspoon of it because I only have a little bit of mixture. I don't need that much to make it that strong. I don't want it that strong. Just want it to have like a hint of smell. Also, if you feel like your mixture is way too greasy, you can add arrowroot powder if you like. Me personally, I like the greasy feeling, so I do not mind, and I won't be adding any arrowroot powder. The only time I add arrowroot powder is if my mixture is more oily, but this one is more thicker, and that's how I like it. I like it more thicker so my skin feels more softer. I don't like it to be more runny because then it feels like lotion to me, and I don't like that feeling. Now we're gonna mix it in, and you want to mix it into the consistency you like, and you want to make sure that there is no bumps in it. You want it to be smooth and fluffy, so we are getting there. I'm just gonna mix it some more while mixing in my fragrance oil. Alright, you guys, so you want to make sure you scrape the edges so that everything can be mixed in together and be fluffy and smooth together. You don't just want the middle to be smooth and then the edges be hard. Also, I'm going to test a little bit so you guys can see how this just melts straight into my skin, and my skin absorbs all that moisture.